Body Bag Gang. Just doing a quick stream, going to finish up some stuff on my alts, and I will play around with my fire character a little bit later.
The refugees need protection. Set up fortifications and take down
Hey
any
there.
hostiles
Hope
in
you're
the
up
area.
for fighting zombies because there's a bunch of them out there, and we can use all the help.
Grey Lanterns seek to overwhelm others with sorrow and grief. We must help their victims. Restore hope.
Trying to figure out what power they're going to work on next. Now, for me personally, I would like to see Celestial be next. I think every other power is pretty solid now that water has been updated, but I know people are still talking about Atomic. But I do have a friend who has a pretty nasty Atomic build. He has been online a little bit, so I'm going to try to get that from him if he pops back on. Same thing about Sorcery, but my other friend's also been off the game for a little bit. So, but all in all, yeah, the thing about it is they're updating powers and changing things around. But after watching Multiverse's video, some other stuff I've seen, they definitely, are just keeping this game on minimal effort. I think the devs are doing a good job with what they've been given, but I don't think they really invested in this game, the big company, because there's not really a lot of marketing or anything out there for this game anymore. It's just occasional stuff. Even the community stuff, like I look on Twitter and other websites and stuff, I don't see a lot of posts or stuff out there, so we'll see. I mean, we talked about this in my league the other day. For what it is, I still enjoy playing, so I'm definitely going to be here. But as I said, I'm branching out and playing some of my other games that have been neglected. I really got into Battlefield, and still got to finish my Alien game, some of my Walking Dead game I got, which is it was on sale for like $7, so I had to get it. But all in all, having a good time. Now, Celestial can actually get some solid hits with these combos, because that's the only thing I worry about. Is like if you go into content, one thing that's been pissing me off is the ads die so fast, and then anybody with like a burst power is going to skyrocket on you on damage. But sometimes I could catch up on boss fights and stuff like that, but if you're Celestial, you won't even get through your combos and stuff will be dead. So I still haven't messed around with water since the update. I've seen some people like Greg and a few other people mess around with it, but we'll see. But I did have one of my league mates who's pretty nasty with a lot of powers curb stomp me in an alert, I want to say. But at the same time, it's like you get to the ads first, your super speed, you kill really fast, I catch up, and I get a couple moves off, but it's not even close. I think the boss fight, I think he got me by like maybe, boss fight's probably like 10 mil, but well, on total damage, destroyed me. So, got some work to do, or some stuff to figure out on my gadgets anyway. There you go. I think after this, I'm getting on my sorcery character to just do the same daily stuff, and then I'm going to get on my fire character. But asking people, like, we were talking with Greg the other day, and they're like, a lot of these older, like, characters we have in the game, like Cersei, Joker, and Catwoman, things like that, Kyle Rayner, we have St. Walker, but we don't have any allies for them, or a lot of times we haven't seen them recently. So we're hoping we get some variety. I don't know if they don't have the licensing for certain things anymore. There's a lot going on with Warner Brothers right now, so just trying to be patient. And the big thing I do talk about a lot that would help out, I think would help out, is survival mode. Break up some of the monotony, and not like a seasonal kind of thing. Just let it be there. Just let it sit. Give out the rewards, or let's just change the rewards to like source marks or stuff like that. Or, you know, if you don't want to continuously do different prizes, or you can just rotate the prizes every season or something like that. Give us something for the players who like the challenge, because like a lot of these elite pluses aren't really doing much in the last iteration. I have to try the new one that just came out this week, so I'll have to wait and see if they updated it. I did hear they increased some of it, but it all depends who you run with a lot of times, because even just regular can be difficult with the wrong people. Because I had a run the other day. I should have recorded it. We did, I think it was just, it was an elite run with some pugs, what I typically try not to do. But we got in there, started running the things, the tubes, and he had Grundy, and I say Martian Manhunter. And it was going okay, but he lost a little bit of the aggro probably. Or no, it wasn't that. He went down. Well, first he was about to go down, and I was trolling, so I popped my group shields to help him out a little bit, and he was able to survive that. And then I saw him have to use his Lazarus Pit. I was like, uh-oh. And after that, he did go down. And so we wiped. I tried to get him back up. I think I did get him up, and he went down again. And then the healer got killed. Then he went down again, and then we wiped. And next thing you know, someone left the group, another person left the group, and then there's a vote to disband. I'm like, dang, off of one wipe? I was like, that's crazy work. But I guess a lot of people, you know, because I've seen the runs where you can be in there like 70 minutes or something like that, and I've been in content with my league mates trying to help somebody out. Like, yo, I get invited in, and it's like 70 minutes. I was like, you should try this 30 minutes ago. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, because like I have a league mate, Goddess Nakia, great pugger, great healer, solid DPS. But this person just has determination of just trying stuff and just won't walk away. I'm like, look, I can get in the group and I can just get a feel for it. It's like, okay, I look at the damage, I read the scoreboard, I started to see and start to try to calculate stuff. I'm like, we might not have the burn, or if I see the healer struggling, the troll struggling, I'm like, yeah, this might beat the group. I'll give it a solid try. My rule is 30 minutes. 30 minutes, if we get stuck on a boss and we've been in that long, I got to go. Unless it's somebody we're trying for a feat or something, then that's different. But if we're just going for a regular run and we're struggling like this, can't do it. Especially another thing is, if I'm trolling, I know I hit hard as a troll, but I don't hit that hard. And I'm like third on DPS. We got problems. I was like, we have problems. If I'm really beating up at you DPS, I was like, I got to go. I got to go. Because I think one time we were going for a feat, so it was kind of different, but it was two of us, maybe. No, it was three of us in the league and just a pug. And I think it was BCE and BCT. It was some feat where you had to let all the pods and stuff happen, and it was elite or elite plus, and we just couldn't. We had one guy who just couldn't get it together. Hey, and it was fun though. We had a good time doing it, but I think we stayed in there like 3, maybe 4 hours trying to get that feat, and then like one of the dudes like we had a couple people rotate out, and the last guy was like, "Look, I'm gonna give this one more try." And then we just locked in and knocked it out. I was like, we could have done this a long time ago, but we definitely needed someone else because the other DPS we had just wasn't. We just didn't have the burn back then. And I think I took somewhere. I think I might have that video of like the last try, but the time before that, no, we were in there because I had my league mate had like 23 deaths.
Okay, that looks
yeah.
good. Refugees are
But
safe.
I don't know. Still have fun with DC, but I think I do
well.
miss it. Like I'm not going to lock in like I was trying to grind out. I'm still like on my mission to 900 skill points on my main character, but it's like
stay safe out there.
because a lot of the stuff I was trying to do the other weekend when they had the Legends PvE, but it was hard to get a group and my league wasn't really on, so I was like, I didn't have the motivation for it. And especially I did like one thing, and then the alert took like 20 some minutes. I'm like, forget this noise. Yeah, it's pretty good. It depends, especially if you're all decked out and you know your stuff. Water's pretty nasty, actually. It's pretty nasty. Yeah, it was always pretty solid on healing. But yeah, that DPS was a big turnoff for a lot of people. I'm glad people have a chance to actually play with it and have a good time. But we'll see. Like a lot of people were hinting that they're gonna like nerf rage or water or something. I don't know. Just let people have their fun. But I did see a lot of people switch, which I knew was gonna happen. Oh yeah. I mean, because like there's certain things like if something's strong, that's fine. But like if like the biggest thing like for me when think about Quantum, like when Quantum first came out and Time Bomb was just obliterating everybody else. I mean, the biggest thing that gets people is okay if my power is strong. Like I've always been Gadgets, and Gadgets is really strong, but I've never really maximized Gadgets because I don't do all that out clipping. But I know it's a strong power, so I don't, brag about it and stuff. But if there's those people who go out there and like continuously change the strongest power, and then they piss people off because they're always talking trash, that's what gets people ready to cry about stuff. I'm like, look, just play the game. And the biggest thing is too, like if you're going to switch powers, at least learn the support role, because that's the whole problem we're having now. It's not enough tanks, and even sometimes trolls are healers. Oh yeah. All right, let me switch out to Anaxuna Moon. And any of you guys doing that new thing when you're leveling up a character to 30? I did it last time with my league mate, and that's when I made my water character. But I don't know. I don't know. I made this character. Just got it to 30, and that was it. I could do the one power I don't have. I think I could make atomic, but I don't know. Let me see something real quick. Broke. If I broke, we ain't got it. And the biggest thing too is I've been bad this last couple months. Boy, I've been tearing it up with these artifacts. Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, I missed Time Bomb, but like I was saying before you guys got on, my buddy has a pretty solid atomic build right now, but he just hasn't been on in like a couple weeks. I'm trying to get it from him, but that's like pulling teeth when I catch him on. Yeah, Quantum would be nice. Oh, look who it is. The Legends. Yes and I, my old PvP pal. We used to run a lot of 2v2s and 4v4s back in the day. That's pretty much probably my favorite emote right there. Selfie time. Alright, let's get back to business.
The refugees need protection. Set up fortifications and take down any hostiles in the area.
Hey there. Hope you're up for fighting zombies because there's a bunch of them out there, and we can use all the help we can get.
Grey Lanterns seek to overwhelm others with sorrow and grief. We must help their victims. We must restore hope.
Like, I don't know. I always had the idea, like, this game needed, like, I wouldn't say a mini game or something, but, like, just something else to break up the monotony. Because the big thing for me, like, whenever I got bored with PvE, I would go play PvP, and I'd lock into that. Arenas, and if I got tired of that, I tried Legends or something like that, but it keeps you on the game, and the only thing about that side is the community, it can get even more toxic, so... Because right now I think I have 2 of my healer arts maxed out, and I was working on the last 3. I think they're all at least 160. I know one's close to 180, and I was like, the sale's still going on. I probably could finish off the last 2, maybe 2 of them. And because I was working on Demon's Fang, Clarion, and I think I have Orb right now, but I wasn't sure if I was going to keep that one. Because I think I might have just like have 2 different ones, like a battle heal, and then the other one just have my EOG heal. I was watching a video, forgot the name of the person, but they were just showing off their trolling, and I was like, ooh, this is probably a battle troll, because I was watching, his loadout was kind of similar to mine, but I was like looking at the power out, I was like, yeah, this can't be a straight troll, this got to be a troll wearing DPS gear, because I was watching people's power stay about halfway. But, no, there's different ways to play. As long as your people have power. Oh yeah, the artifacts, excuse me, facts really changed the game and the way to level them. Look, I don't know when it happened, but when I turned into a DCO whale, it just went crazy from there. Cause like I was pretty okay. I mean, I might have spent maybe 2 to maybe 5 a year, depending on what I was getting before I took my break. But the last like since the pandemic, I just been going crazy. Like I don't even know how it happened. But I know I came back and I wanted to. A big thing for me was I like playing on my alts, so I was doing like feat unlocking, and then of course some like cosmetic stuff where my bases and just little things here and there. But the biggest thing was replay badges to unlock stuff, multi skill points, and then artifacts. Artifacts killed me because I initially, once I had my 3 DPS and then my 3 trolls, it was pretty solid. But then of course I wanted to start working on my other characters, but I was like, I don't think I spent a lot on my alts per se, besides wolfpacking when I did. But getting the other DPS artifacts and other troll artifacts I wanted, yeah, it killed me. Oh, the legend, Miss Betty, what's going on? I saw like one of the videos, but nah, not really sure what started everything, but I stopped watching stuff like that. I was like, I don't have time for this. Yeah, if you ever know anything about Betty, that two-handed has killed many, many people, myself included. Those were the days. We used to really get down back then in PvP. I mean, that's a big thing I would want back, but I don't know if I just have that in me anymore to go back and go hardcore in the PvP like I did. You know, right now, I'm enjoying trying to keep up with these guys in PvE. And then, like, just give me survival mode, some type of semblance of balance on these powers, and I'll be alright. Like, because the biggest thing for me, I've always liked the old school DCO and using my weapons and stuff. But for real, there's only a handful of weapons you can actually use and do decent damage, so it's kind of like pointless. Same thing with artifacts, and there's only certain ones that are actually pretty good.
I'm reading elevated levels.
Like right now, I still have
be careful.
A couple artifacts that I like to mess around with, but I just can't do any damage with. Like right now, I have Gem of Horrors at 200, and I enjoy the artifact itself. It's pretty cool, but the damage just isn't there. I've been rocking it for a little while. I just took it off the other day.
Not even Jordan could.
I was like, yeah, just play how you want, have fun, which is my big mantra a lot of times, but every once in a while, that scoreboard demon starts talking to me. It's like, look at that damage. You can beat these guys. Stop playing around. I'm like, you're right. Because like I have my hybrid, which is my play around build, then my straight might, and then my might but pet build for my single target.
Kilowog said there'd be days like this.
I'm reading elevated levels of sorrow in you, my friend. Be careful.
Kilowog said there'd be days like this.
Not even Jordan could stand up to this power.
Now, if I like, let's say if I don't participate in this sale, I was thinking, what's the Christmas sale gonna look like? EOG is always pretty solid. It's not like as broken. That's the thing about EOG. People used to love EOG when it was overpowered because you could stack them, but it's still a solid artifact.
Proceed.
Kilowog said there'd be...
The teleporter is almost ready to receive evacuees. Prepare to move out.
But like right now, there's certain powers like Rage is pretty strong right now. Water's pretty strong, and that like certain things just aren't going to keep up with certain powers right now. It's just not. Because like right now, I can do 27 mil on a regular on one of my characters, but I've seen those guys do 30 to 40. I was like, yeah, can't do that.
You have done well. Those poor souls will not succumb to the gray.
Oh yeah,
thanks
well,
to you.
you know, both
Okay,
factions
that
remain the
looks
same
good.
way.
Refugees
But
are
my
safe
league's
and
pretty
secure for now.
MIA.
Be ready to help if
Nicely
that
done.
changes.
But this is far from over. Zombies keep popping up around here, and we might need your help dealing with them again. Till then, stay safe out there.
Yeah, because I see some of those Solaris videos and stuff like that. It's funny because he gets into a couple people too. Because I know he has a EU account, I think, but I've seen him pop on this side on one of his other characters. Alright, let's open these real quick. Dang it. Got more real quick. I mean, I don't really sweat it too much because I know for a while Rage was pretty trash too. It was down there at the bottom, so I don't mind them getting a little shine. But that's the thing. You still have to have the right stuff and a good build because people can mess up OP powers all the time. Alright. Now I'm just going to mess around with my fire character real quick. Just test some stuff out. Let the dying begin. So I got the new iconic power today, and I want to test it out on one of my favorite raids. Command ship. Oh, it's on G7. Subjugator. Ooh. Elite Plus. Definitely going to die in this. I haven't tanked in a minute now. Wait. Okay, I'm about to say.
Granny Goodness is using the Splinter of Destiny to power a super weapon called the Subjugator. We must foil Granny's plans and retrieve the Splinter.
So what are we waiting around here for? Let's get to smashing!
You hear the call to arms as well.
160s
good.
across the
Follow
board. Yeah, I do have a 200. So I was going to try to. I was thinking about that purify page to try on this guy, but I'll leave that alone. And I don't know what I'm going to put here for instead of strat. I think it was going to be, yeah, Lazarus Pit, but it's only 120 right now. So I just took it off. Oh, gotta pop more powers than that. Yeah, it really does. These bad boys do hit hard. That's the thing. I've talked to my tanks in my league, and he just said it's a lot. The big jump from 160 to 200 with some of these arts. So that's what I'm looking forward to, and that will give me the confidence to go into some of these raids and start streaming my tanking, which is still mediocre at best currently. What was that? Do I have no damage on? I don't know. He hit me pretty hard. I don't think I have the damage thing on. What's going on? Yo! Let me see. I'm trying to see if I need to have a supercharge on for this build. What would I take off? Because I think the supercharge with reignition is pretty solid, but it has a cooldown. What's the cooldown on that? Here it is. Ooh, 30 seconds? That's not that bad. But what would I take off? That's 18. Well, that's an 18-second cooldown. Might as well take that off. Put that on. Yeah, that's what I like to have. It just an emergency, especially on like Elite Plus. These guys hit hard, especially when you don't have it. But that's the thing. I like to try to tank as if I don't have a healer, because you never know, especially with certain powers You rely on a bad healer, you're in trouble. Like that, man, right back in. Supercharge. Kill these guys. What's that other power? The casting Snuff out, is it? When I get some more skill points, not skill points, replay badges. I gotta dump him into one of my other ults to get him at least to like 500. But this guy, always the more the merrier. It's like fire. I'm still messing around with my build, how I'm going to spec him, but I put most in the health, low in the dominance, low in the rest though.
That's the best you got.
Cause like on certain content, like if you don't come into like the elite raids, I just feel invincible. Right? It's like nothing can kill me. Like here, you slip up, you're dead. Just like that. And my super didn't go off, but it charged me. And that's the thing about tanking. It's like if you mess up, you're not messing around, they will turn on you fast. So you're the driver of the ship. Ooh, there's something in here hitting hard. Which one of these guys? I think it's the Fixer or somebody hits hard. Yeah. What allies do I have? That's another thing I have. I have tons of ally favor right now. I just have to get some source marks so I can level up some of these allies. So right now I've been messing with this Wonder Woman thing. It's kind of interesting, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. But of course I have Soups. Then I have my boo Nubia. I've been back and forth, but like, I was gonna say the Wolf Pack, but I bought so many. Like, what's one more? But I'd say I'd probably go with the comic, shaded comic material, since it's harder to get. Jeez, which one of you is trying to destroy my life? I think this is about... I've gotten past this part before, but I'm gonna go in the open world because this is just... Reverse Flash. Probably have to go get him. And of course now it's expensive. It's like 500 if I don't have him. Which I do. Let me see. The pull for the supercharge. Healing arts. Only thing. Oh, Mars are. I only have the red tornado, which I still have to level up. Manacles, Mystic Symbol 7. This is just temporary, and Everyman. Now, like right now, I'm gonna take off my strat and put on my Lazarus bit. And even though it's only, see, that's the thing about it, because when it's low, it's hard to get my health back up. But maybe if I have my supercharged build, it'll be easier. But let's just go ahead and try, because they're gonna kill me. Move. I should have used my supply drop, but yeah, it's hard to get my health back up, especially in here without. Appreciate that. Without what's it called, a healer. But this is on Elite Plus, so they hit pretty hard in here. I'm gonna go to the open world and mess around with Black Hand. Yeah, so for now, I'm going to leave this on, or do I have, actually, since it's 200, I'm throwing my EOG, just to mess around with it, so I have a super back on. So it's going to be between
Vigor disgusts me. It's all weakness. Yes.
Well, let's go find Big L. All right. That's one thing I want, like, because I know I don't have it leveled up, but I was always wanting to do more damage as a tank, and I know Red Tornado helps with that, but I definitely have to get it to 200. Oh, that's because I make poor financial decisions. That's the only reason.
The teleporter is almost ready to receive evacuees. Prepare to move out.
Oh yeah, because they'll pull all the stuff in. I ain't afraid of a little bit of fall. They'll be out here in these streets. Rage. I mean, that's pretty solid. I mean, that's one thing I do have a rage character, but I messed around with him for a while, but I never really tried tanking with rage and rage crash. So I remember when it first came out and everybody switched, and people were rage crashing all over the place. But once you got it down, it's pretty solid. That's a big thing, like in open world and stuff like this. Like I just wanted to get a little more damage so I can finish like these bosses, well, the lower ones by myself. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen a lot of tanks get power hungry and be in trouble. So that person's in trouble. No, I haven't messed around with it. I gotta wait for my league to test it out because we're even
Alpha has been evacuated.
Waiting to do stuff together. And Lord knows I don't like to try to plug the lead. See, like right, this guy, I can like relax, put my control down for a little bit, and still be okay. But those ads in that Elite Plus, they were dangerous. Like the last content they came out with is a lot better than the one before, because you know all those escort missions and stuff like that. That wasn't it. In the beginning of the fight, fighting Grundy, when you were running around, that was pretty cool. But having to just keep going back and forth and then do the exact same thing for the raid. Better put some respect on that fog's name.
We have evacuated refugee group B. Only one group remains.
You're toast.
That's the biggest thing for support roles. Tank and healers mainly. You get stunned, you're in trouble. And Lord knows, don't get hard stunned where you ran out of power. That's what I get for looking away. Oh no! This has been what's it called? Something out in the, because like I live in Oregon currently, and they have real animals out here. And I think we've had a couple coyotes around the neighborhood lately, and it looks like, sound like something got caught. I know we found a dead squirrel the other day in the backyard, where you could just hear the growling and snarling, and then the dogs wanted to go outside. Bad times. I got to get back in the game, coach. Oh yeah, it'll hurt your feelings. But I pretty like this. It reminds me of like when Ice used to turn into an Ice character back in the day. No, but like, okay, so when I moved out here, like back home, I'm from the in the city, back in DC, Maryland area. So we had stuff. We might see a deer here and there, or we have squirrels and just the typical stuff. But you come out here, you go on the porch and there's an owl, or like back home we used to have possums. I go out to the backyard, there's like 15 raccoons climbing my trees. So it's what? Never. I've been gadgets since forever, but I do have a sorcery character. I probably just saw me when I was switching to test something out or just show somebody something. But yeah, gadgets is my main. Always has been. My first two characters was gadgets, and then I made an ice character. But I put them on like a PvP server, and after like 30 minutes of the same person just ganking me, I deleted the character. That's back when we had different servers. Like the Killing Joe, I think that's what I was on. And what was it? What was the server I stayed on? Was it Kingdom Come or something like that? I don't know. Oh yeah, and also we went out to the cabin. That's not too far from here, up in the mountains, and you see the signs for bears. And my dog was walking, having a good time, and then she just stops and just will not move. I was like, oh, there might be something out there. And that's like when you go out in the woods, well, there's no city, and it gets dark. You can't even see your face, the front of your nose. That's the real outside, as I call it.
The teleporter is almost ready to receive evacuees. Prepare to move out.
Oh yeah. Man, I do go out there. If I'm out there, I do have my bow with me. So. Let's see what else we have. So I'm fighting the urge because right now at least want to max out these 3, but I can wait. I'm being patient. I'm stockpiling my stuff. Matter of fact, let me check on my my collection right now. I've been saving up. Because, like, my bad influence is my buddy Mel, because Mel doesn't mess around. As soon as something drops, we don't have a test server, Mel's going to max it out. I'm like, dang. But this time, I'm being patient. I'm just being patient. Been saving up my loyalty points, my stabilizers, my destiny tokens. Oh, because after the growling, as I call it, the loner dog, family members' dogs stay here sometimes. Brought in because we had these like toy squirrels, like plushies for them to play with, little squeaker toys, and he leaves them outside sometimes. So I thought it was just different color because like it looked like a darker gray, looked like it was wet. But I looked at it again, and my girlfriend was freaking out in the living room. I was like, oh. That's not the toy. It's a big ass dead squirrel. So that was fun. Alright. We are still broke, but we are slowly building back up. So see, that's 52 right there. That's another 12. And that's like 225. And each one of these is what, 90? Either 9,000. Excuse me. So, get some stabilized scanners to get back out there. So this character is who I'm working on right now. With as far as working on artifacts, I'm working on a healer. So I finished up these 2. Working on Clarion next, and Demon's Fang. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the orb or I'm figuring out what I want to do with that one. Oh, I know my buddy was pretty good with nature. I really haven't messed around with it, but that ult I made recently. Where am I gonna go? Melgo? Let's go see Atrocitus. Alright, don't burn anything. That's not for everybody. But I like it because it breaks up the monotony, gives you a little bit of variety, a different play experience. Even like right now, I'm playing what's it called, Battlefield 6, and I am not a shooter person. I played a couple in my day, but like I was into Killzone and Halo back in the day, the first 2. But like I never owned an Xbox. I just played with my friends. But definitely enjoying this game. And just the different roles you play and how you attack the game and stuff. I am terrible at flying vehicles. I mean, as far as helicopters, and I will crash a jet in a second. But I want to get that down. So like this is like my Battlefield. I know. I've tried some different things out. This one's precision. I was going to try to do. That's what I wanted to do. I want to use these 2 Clarion Demon's Fang, and then I do have what's that? A Venom Wrist Dispenser. That's what I get. And I wanted to try to use that, but for now, I really haven't seen the damage I wanted to see so far. but I know I still have to get the other two to 200, and then that'll help out a bit. But I don't think healer damage is anywhere near troll or battle tank damage, at least the way I do it, I think. Because my battle troll is nasty, but I only spec straight troll, and I use my skill points to help get might, and I use the lasso and just all the troll artifacts, basically. But like, I know people who do that stuff where you go DPS gear and stuff like that. I don't do that. I want people to at least have power, and that's the priority whenever I do support. Oh yeah, like there's different ways to do it. There's the people who like to run and gun. Right now I'm playing like recon. I'm trying to learn how to snipe. I'm doing okay, but definitely not where I want to be. And then I was watching, I was like, dang, people are getting a lot of kills with other roles, but I guess that's what they do though. It's like certain weapons, you can just run in there, spray real quick and get a kill. But a sniper, you miss, and they lock in on you, it's over. Especially in close range. But healing, yeah, you know, you get a good build, especially that's the big thing. And that's what you gotta watch out for this game, because you wanna get good so fast, or just you see people being able to do stuff that you want to do, and you start using that card. And next thing you know, bam, you're spending. Speak of the devil, Goddess is one of our healers, and Oni is one of our, if not our primary tank. He's a fire tank. It's pretty nasty and really good fire DPS. Yo.
Don't let them finish those turrets.
Where were these people at yesterday? I was out here struggling with like 2 or 3 people. Cause I got, I try to knock out at least the bounties on these 2 DLCs to try to catch up with my character's OP items, but it takes a while. So I just finished one of my OP items on my ult, so I'm starting on the back piece, I think, from here. It's a process, but if you stick to it, you can do it. But like at the same time, it's like I'll just do the stuff and then just sell it so I can get some money, because I'm broke out here. Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll go into an instance like I did earlier and just test some stuff out by myself to try to build the confidence back up, and just, hey, if you get kicked, you get kicked. You know, if you see that loading screen with Doom, just know, hey, you just need more practice. Let me go mess around with Hank Henshaw. Well, that's the thing. Like when I initially started the game, I started with 2, but that's when it was really tough because I had to do everything twice. But I then it went to 3. But the alt part is, well, you know, I'm tired, so I have nothing but time, which is a shame because I should stream more, but I get locked in, and then I don't really talk a lot when I'm locked in. So it's like I never thought I'd be really good at it. So, but occasionally I'll pop on to have a good time, and because you know I'm down bad right now because I get on, I do like my main stuff.
That's it.
Like I always do more on my main character, but then I'll have my daily stuff that I do for my alts. I'll just run through like the open world. I was trying to do like alert, at least an alert too. That's just too much. You'll be on the game all day, especially because I do the dailies on like 6 characters. Yeah, that's all I play. I mean, there's other ones I might pop on from time to time, but like the biggest thing for me was the artifact, because as far as DPS stuff, yeah, I've wolf backed enough for all my alts to have at least decent artifacts. But as far as allies and skill points, outside of my top characters, yeah, they're slacking. They're not anywhere near. And then the thing with the ally part is you can't unlock allies, so you have to grind them all up. That's a killer. Appreciate it. Because the thing is, I want to be good at least on my top characters, at least all roles, and I've had some setbacks as far as I used to swap out artifacts that I wasn't good with or that I didn't think were good, instead of just leaving the experience and waiting for that double up event, because a lot of times we didn't think that was going to come. So I was like, I'll wasted all that experience. Then, because I know with my pet build on Dart, I must have sacrificed 120 to 160 Mercy like 3 times before I maxed it out for different arcs. Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's the secret is I have like insomnia, so like I might sleep like 4 to 5 hours a day. A good day, I might sleep 6. So might as well do something. Because let's see, when I went a little crazy during summertime with skill points, so I got most of my top characters at least to, well, top 4 I got at least to 700, I think. I think my villain might have around 5, I want to say, but I know my fire character, electric character, my main character are at least 7. This guy's almost 8. So put this in precision. So this is the build I wanted to try. Well, I like this because the healing part, but it's very power hungry. And I wanted to try to use this to increase my precision, and then helps out these two. But it doesn't do crazy damage for right now. Because that was the whole thing, is like I can keep myself powered, healed, and do damage. Total package. And you know, a lot of my old characters, at least my top 4, these guys, besides grinding the PvE, they're all almost like 100, what's it called, PvP CR. Let's see, because you know, we need to clean this league out, because there's not 111 people who play this game. And a lot of them are all, it's like, okay, my Dark, 101 PvP. Let me see, who was next? Osiris set. My villain is 99 PvP. Oh yeah, I never PvP with that character. This guy's 100 PvP, and the Pharaoh is 99. So we used to PvP a lot. Especially I was healing for PvP with this guy. Big fun. Big fun. Oh yeah, I definitely have to get back on the anti-monitor. I did a good little bit last year, but I still have stuff I need to finish on that one. And that's the thing, cause like, if I was gonna, like, the only thing I could wolf pack my support role stuff, it will be my troll, but I still haven't finished any of my healer, or well, I have of my healer arcs finished, but I still need to finish them and my tank artifacts. And then I could just like do all my ults, just do stuff like that. But the thing is, it would be cheaper just to change powers and do like videos than it would be wolf packing all those artifacts. Not that I know of. They'll probably do another iconic coming up, and like, what's it called? An ally, probably. I mean, because like right now, and I'm thinking about it, the only artifact that I probably would think about wolf packing would be the purified pages, but you know, I just catch that on sale. But that shaded comic, that's the only thing about that is the excuse me. Now the big thing for me would be if the shaded comic was account bound and all your ults get it. But if it's just one character, that's kind of my thing though. Because is that worth the same value, monetary value of an artifact, or you know, maxing out an ally? See, like, I've been here for a little bit. I barely scratched this guy. So that's why I want to do a little bit more damage. Oh yeah. But that's like going to the casino trying to get that. Because like it took me... How many capsules did I open to get that lasso? I want to say almost 200. And I only got one of the top collection. So, well, actually, I think I got two, and I gave one to my league mate. Yeah, it was some nasty work. Cause I remember old YouTuber we used to have Balkan, him and a couple other people would just do unboxing videos and just drop big money. But the thing was, I think they had enough subscribers that it was almost. You at least break even from the views. I'm gonna take this off. Put this bad boy back on. Alright. That's a big thing on why I like the setup, because I get power back, and electric is power hungry, so I need that. Without having to use an ally for it. Oh yeah, because that thing was selling crazy in the broker when it first came out. I was like, oh, I won't be buying this. Well, that was the big thing. Like when initially years ago, I wouldn't even mess with time capsules. I was like, I'm not buying anything from there, because once they started putting feats in there, I was like, nah. But then I caved years later. Because I wanted to get those skill points up, but oh yeah. I think sometimes of what it is too, like I have certain characters that just have better luck than other ones, so like sometimes I'll just switch out the character and open stuff on there. It might just be me being crazy, but like back in the day on the vault, my fire character I was just on, that guy got everything. And even like purple drops, he gets a lot more purple drops than my main character does. So, I don't know. It's a little funny. And that's the thing, like, with a good setup, if I could hit a little harder, I could, I mean, I don't think this guy could kill me unless I messed up. But I could do this all day. But if I go an Elite Plus, I'll be dead in seconds. And that's one thing I do want to change is, like, I like the elite allies, I mean, backup henchmen, whatever, but some of the old ones need some love too, because I like the certain styles I would work real hard to get. Now they're not really useful compared to the other ones. I mean, because I know they had, what was it called? Remember sidekicks? They were supposed to do, you could customize your sidekicks, but that fell out the window, along with serums and other things. Well, I know they did have, they downsized the team a lot, so once they started having, they cut back their budget, we lost a lot. Because you look at the beginning of the days when you used to have all the animations and like the animated little movies and things like that, all that's gone. Been gone. Alright, let me see what I got. Did I pick up anything I need to trade in? Yeah, a couple. Real quick. Oh yeah, it's like on like my support roles, yeah, I'll have anything just for style that I like. Cause I waited years for my mummy backup, and I finally got them. So I was like, yeah, we're using these. Oh, let me take. Gotta get these people up to 500. Believe me, I know. That's how you know I cut back. Somebody else has my statue. I'm still on this one, but the one I care about the most, my league made Man Beast, stole my spot. Let me get through this. They really did a number in this place. Get all this stuff out of here. If you have a league haul, this you have to have the highest stats for certain things. It's like this one, the most damage done, yours truly. But I've been DPSing a lot, and this is where I should be, but Man Beast took it the most power out, or power healing. I am 3rd place. Oh, I have disgraced myself. This is my biggest shame. I'm number 1 around these parts. I've been playing Battlefield too much. Oh yeah, and I remember I've maxed out the like I have my league haul by myself, and that took a while to get the prestige for between my main character and ults, and then each one of these is like 10,000 prestige, and there's like 12 of them, and the league haul itself is like 150,000 prestige. So yeah, it's a lot. Oh yeah, it's a great game, but it's because I'm doing some challenges right now. I'm trying to finish up my recon, and right now I have to get these like for the last part I want to get. I have to get these 3 long shots, and I keep getting the 2, but it has to be headshots. I'm like, I get the guy lined up and then he moves, or then I get counter sniped, or a freaking helicopter mows me down. So you gotta be quick with it, but like. There's certain maps I think I can pull it off on, but I might just go into a bot lobby and just get it done with. The shame. Alright, so this is my troll. These are the mess of artifacts that I have. General troll stuff. The claw. Took me a while to level this one up, but it's pretty solid. For my boy, the brand Hecate. I did have before this. I had Parasite, but it's before. Like I like Parasite because it gives more power pool, but it's not a lot of precision players out there like that for me to have that. I might level it back up again one day. And then I did have the rings that it gave health, but. You know, that's not really the meta. Let me go get my supercharge real quick. This is my portion of the league haul. It's still a work in progress, but it's coming along. And then I've got my boy Trigon back there. And then my little boot camp. I just threw that in there. I just want to see what it was. And I'm on the wrong side. Yeah, and that's another thing we said. We were supposed to get other League Hall designs and things like that. And we don't really get a lot of items that are big enough for League Halls. So you'll see a lot of repeat stuff. I forgot who did this one. But this side, excuse me, they started, but then they got distracted. They used to have like an old league, we had like a pit in there for fighting, but yeah, sometimes chat can be pretty cool, but it's touchy. Sometimes you gotta mess around with it for a little bit it can get frustrating, but it does some really amazing things for stuff. Because like, I had a lot of people ask for like instructions on how to use it for some stuff. Because like I'll sit there and I just wanted to tweak one little thing, and then it'll just throw off the rest of the picture. Because like I have a few things where I was trying to do group pictures, and it have, let's say I have 4 characters that are correct, but that 5th one will be all janky. I'm like, oh, okay. But if I knew how to do, I need to learn how to mess around with Photoshop. That'll help out also. Because when chat let me down, I can get it down. Yeah, the free version is pretty cool, but you can only use it a few times a week or something like that. So you just have to wait till the next week to use it again. But it's pretty solid, yeah. Oh, it's not that bad. You just have to, like, let's say you upload a picture, and you just have to type a description of what you want, and just kind of guide it to the alterations that you want to make. But it's pretty solid. It's one of the best things I've seen. Yeah, but for those who can do AI stuff with videos, that's crazy work. It's getting scary right now with how people are doing stuff. Like if you go on like TikTok or something, I have to explain to my dad that, you know, you got to be careful because even when Photoshop was out, he was getting confused or tricked by stuff. I'm like, Dad, that's not real. That's Photoshop. But now AI is all over the place. Alright, supercharge is built. So, let's mess around with my might build. The Wings of Death. So, like, with this one, I was using... initially, a reason I got the Purified Pages was for my hybrid build. But I don't know, when I was using... what's it called? Gem of Forest. I was going to try to replace that or just use it with that, but it just was kind of too complicated of a rotation, I want to say. And then 2, just the damage just wasn't really there that I wanted. Because I would have to get rid of like my something off my loadout, and it would just throw off my rotation. And I thought it was going to give me a higher precision damage, because that was my biggest thing. Cause like my hybrid build, my might's pretty solid. It hits pretty hard, but then like when my Omega's not up, my damage drops. So I can't build Omega as fast with a hybrid build. So I was going to try to supplement some of that damage with what I thought Purified Pages was going to do. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's like, on spar targets, this daggone lasso can give you some false hopes. I'm not sure if they fix it or not, because I've messed around with it for a long time. But if you would hold on this bad boy, it'd do some numbers. Makes me like I like EOG for certain builds, but you gotta watch out because there are other people running it. And, excuse me, and it doesn't stack. You mess around, get canceled out, and then you'll be in trouble. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely wish I could tweak some stuff. And like, I wanted a sparring target that was like you could simulate, like for tanks, so you could practice boss fights and things like that. But for now, I just go to open world and do it like that. But well, I think it's like more so of the damage, but also trying to keep the aggro, because it doesn't really, like, the game never really had like a breakdown or a tutorial system for support roles or how to do things. Just let you out there in the wild. Alright, let's go to my main role. DPS. HUD and Omega. I'm trying this new thing where, because typically I have a pet out, and so my precision bar fills up faster than my HUD, but you hit Omega, my might bar fills back up, so I'm going to try to hit it again, and just wait for, excuse me, the next set when they're both filled up.
Scanning.
Oh, believe me, they're always out to try to make money. It's business, but there's ways to do things without really, screwing over your community. I mean, because I think people would rather maybe pay a higher subscription, a little higher subscription monthly, than have to continuously swap out artifacts and pay to level them back up. But then again, they look at the numbers and see a lot of people are just free to play, but will actually buy cosmetic stuff. Because I know a lot of people who just love to spend on that kind of stuff and won't mind doing it. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing that keeps certain games alive, because they have better business practices versus other ones. They get greedy. They might get that one good payout and then they'll die off. Because like if you look at like something like Fortnite can be fun. For me, I like to play occasionally, but I know people who love and will spend on the style items, and there's so many of them, and they just keep coming out with more. And that's okay, as long as it doesn't impact the gameplay. If people want to dress up, let them. And let them spend. And if it's decently priced, okay. It's like Battlefield. There's some things I've been looking into that are cool looking, but do I want them? I probably won't buy them, but if I find something that I like and want to deck out my character, a little bit of drip, I'll do it. But I'm not breaking the bank on it. Like, okay, let's say if something's like maybe $5-10, cool. But it's like, oh, get this $55 pack. I'm like, ooh, that's when we're in trouble. And that's the big thing. A lot of people, if certain people don't have time for to invest or grind, and if you give them an option to buy it out, that's cool. But as long as you actually can earn it in the game, that'll make people happy. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with like the event stuff. Like, look, I know people who work a lot and have a lot of stuff going on, can't really grind out this stuff, so they might be able to do some. But you can get the reduction in price and do what you can and then buy it for cheaper. Or you have people like my boy Mel who wants to get it out the first day so he can make videos for it. And that was a big thing because like I was always slacking about getting on a test server because I didn't have a PC account and I didn't really know much about it. So like when I finally did log in and start doing stuff, like, oh, I can start doing videos. I think I was on test server maybe like 3 to 4 days before, bam, it got taken down. So that was like almost a year ago. That would have saved me lots of money testing out
That's
stuff.
some work, man. That's some work. Not gonna lie.
Change that real quick. Alright. I think I am done for now. Messing around with that. So like this one, let me show you what I was going to try to do. Let's take off this, and for that it would need my stealth, not my stealth, distract. So this is what I was going to try to run with. So bam.
Scanning.
And that's the thing, like if you don't get the timing down, it's going to start hurting you. So I hit it a little too early right there.
Scanning.
It's a pretty solid little artifact, but it's a little much for me for now. sorcery. I'm almost there. For as far as sorcery goes, I have my Nox to the Moon is right there. I just need to Wolfpack. Maybe Soul. What's it called? Source Shard and Quizlet. I want to say because I haven't decided whether I'm going to level up Grim for my pet build. As far as my my single target pet build, I was thinking about taking off Dead King and putting Grim on there, but I'm not sure. But I like Dead King. Let me get out of here. It's a little cramped in here. Let me go. You guys remember when, especially for PvP, when sorcery could, what's it called, like transmute? You could use that in Clown Box to do crazy damage. So I've been trying to, what's it called, debate between, because I know the might side, excuse me, of what I'm using for a single target hits. But I used to like to use hybrid. But the thing about this Soul Bolt, this bad boy drains power big time. Oh yeah, this is the wrong Spartan target, but we go to the other side. But if I have a troll, that's nothing to worry about. But a lot of people don't run trolls at 4-man. Dying over here today. And then of course I bring out my Brine Hulk. Yeah. So I was trying to figure out, like, with this, my single target, because typically I used to use my surprise attack, which is pretty hard. But I was like, should I use that or use the Spore Pod? I think so. I don't think I missed anything. Let me see. Oh, I think I have everything. Shadow, Spore Pod, Fast Worm, Firewall, Starbolt, Lasso, Scarecrow, and now the Magnet. Like, one big thing, only thing I really had issue with is the communication. Like, outside of the one or two little live streams, they do. I definitely felt the last devs even communicated more with us. I'm gonna go test this on world boss. Out of combat. Kazna. Oh, I didn't even do the open world in this yet. Because I know somebody still needs their face piece.
Take a look. I only offer the finest goods. None better in the city.
Who needs a face piece? So 137. He'll still kick my face in by myself. Let's see what's over here. Let's see if somebody's at Grundy. I mean, when you really think about it, this game has been around for like 14 years now. I never thought I'd be playing this game this long, and still be locked in. So now, if they ever, I don't know. If it ever happened, but if they had an updated version of this game, I think with the right director, it could be big. But like right now, I don't think there's any other. There's a couple MMOs that are out there are pretty big, but I'm not sure if that's the new generation of gaming. Like a lot of these new gamers have short attention spans and just like the pretty colors and graphics and Fortnite. That's why it's so successful. Roblox. My little buddy, that kid loves Roblox and things like that. Ooh, did I even pick up the mission? See, you watch yourself. See? Caught myself slipping.
That damn wizard turned a giant zombie loose in here. Can you do something about it? Please.
Get over there.
Reggie, head back!
I mean, well, that's the thing about the whales, though. The whale's gonna be a whale regardless. There's those people who love to spend, or who want to be first, and they're always, regardless of the game, they're gonna, if they like it enough, they'll spend on it. But for the general population, like we're out here on a budget, and it have to be something really worth it for them to open up about it. But Because I always said, even when I played on Warcraft, World of Warcraft years and years ago, I never really got to spending money on that game. I just grinded stuff out when I had time.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's
And that's like, the thing is, like, they wouldn't keep trying to sell stuff at certain prices if people weren't buying it. So, talk to your community. So I even had to get on myself. I'm like, hey, why are you buying this stuff at full price? Just have a little discipline and wait for the sale.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. Do this old trick back in my art swapping days, which didn't last very long. And my supply dropped. But I tell you what, when I was trying to art swap on my PS4, yeah, that was a struggle. That was a struggle. I knew it was gonna chase me like I had money. Right, hold on. Finish it. Crypto. There we go. Good job, team. Squad. I mean, I know if you invest a lot of time in something, and especially money, you want the best bang for your buck. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's all entertainment. I try not to take it too serious anymore, but I definitely try to get my value out of stuff. Like, if I'm paying for it and it's still worth paying for, I'll play it. But when it, like I said, at the same time, if I'm not feeling the direction of what they're doing, it's nothing to turn off my auto pay. It really isn't, because I have plenty of games that I haven't finished. Plenty of games. Let's see, how do I want to beat these guys up? Hybrid. My old buddy J5, been with me since the beginning. Like, okay, when you don't play DC, what do you play? What are you guys' games of choice? I know, like, I like saying you're talking about grinding. Like, I definitely wouldn't play another grindy game. I would play something like laid back, or like I do. I play a shooter, or sometimes, like, there's certain series that I actually like, and like I got into Tomb Raider, Aliens, things like that. Because they were trying to get me back in the day to try Neverwinter. Remember when a lot of people left to go play my boy Orbit and went to go play Black Desert, or there's people who play Warframe. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'll stick with DC. But when I do, I did really get into Elden Ring. That was a tough game. It was fun. What else was I playing? Aliens Isolation is one of my favorites. It's one game I will stream. I like to stream that. Occasionally I'll play like some WWE, but Or I'm terrible at Madden, but I'll play that by myself. For me, I actually downloaded Neverwinter, made a character, and I only played like a few minutes of it. Same thing with ESO. I played ESO a little longer, but it just wasn't for me. I wasn't feeling it.
Is it so
I have a
much
buddy
to
who's
ask
really
for
into
a
Monster Hunter.
quiet graveyard? Someone needs to do something about these demons and magians. Is that you?
Oh, Ghost of Tsushima. I played that. It's like when I took a break from DC, it let me really test out my single player game skills, and they did diminish. But I got my feeling back for it because I was like, wow, I've been playing that simple game for so long that I'm trash on these other games I used to be good at. Oh, I went back and got like the collect. That's one big thing that's been getting me. Getting all these old games on the enhanced edition, like The Last of Us. That's my game. But then I went back and got Metal Gear Solid. I need to go get Snake Eater and beat those again. Or there's a couple other games like Soul Reaver, things like that. They try to get me. I'm gonna wait till they're on sale though. It's like I've already beaten this game like 30 times, but it's prettier, but it's the same game for the most part. But like I've bought Metal Gear Solid at least 3 times. That's my franchise. But I still need to go back and beat the Phantom Pain. But that was a big departure from the regular series. But I always will log into DC, do my at least my dailies and the event stuff, and then just pop on something else if I feel like it. But yo, what's going on? Yeah, I got coaxed into doing it. Oh, like matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that. Now, mind you, I didn't get the quote-unquote build that I've been trying to get for like a few months now. But I'll hop on my sorcery character. It's a pretty solid power. I just need the artifacts. And also get the skill points up on this character. I think she's only like 200. I want to say 200. Sure. Let's get the traits. 267. Look at that. Look at my might. It's terrible. It's embarrassing. But let's see. Because like what I was going to do for this character was a pet build, but I don't have the pet build artifacts. I don't have them. Only one I have will start working on was Mercy, and that's at 120. I need to get my shard, my Quizlet.
Hope you're ready for a fight.
And also my allies. I think I do have Zatanna leveled up to 6. Oh, 4. Yeah. And then the other one I'll probably use will be Aquaman for my pet build. But sorcery's fun. Oh yeah. Or like when I think I slept a good little while and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. A lot of times I'll just, well, recently before I get on DC and get like a fresh start on my a reset, but I just been getting on Battlefield and getting shot up, trying to blow up some tanks. Let me switch some stuff out real quick. So, my artifacts, Mercy, is pretty cool. Take off strap. But Mercy, you need to level it up to at least to 160 to get the cool stuff. But always with Mercy, you want to attack first, and then you can summon your pet to get that damage. If you don't attack first, you won't get the damage from the proc. And then it's a 10-second cooldown between it. So like, if I summon my henchman right now, it won't do it, but it's been about 10. Now it won't do it. And then I have to wait 10 more seconds. If my trinket was on cooldown, I could do it again. But yeah, that proc can hit.
No mercy for the likes of you.
ESO. Ugh. You know, ESO looks so good in those cinematic movies like Warcraft. I used to watch those all the time back in the day when I played WoW. But it's okay. I mean, once I played what's it called? Elden Ring. I was like, yeah, I'm not touching ESO. I'd rather play Elden Ring. I mean, that's the thing about MMOs. It's you'll get a community, but the thing about the community is if you get them, let's say when they're teens, they have a lot of free time. Then they start to get slightly older. Then they have families, and then they start falling off. And then the thing about it is, like I said before, this new generation, you know, the tablet kids, their attention span is not really there. I don't think they're really that kind of grindy. And then they grew up with instant gratification, so they rather just buy. That's why all these phone games staying and popular. Because like I think DC has a couple phone games out right now. I know. I think Meta Knight plays one of them. I used to play one of the phone games, but I definitely was not spending all that bad boy. Okay, I'm lying. I spent a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. And then guess what? I fell off. And then they shut the game down like a year or two later. So it was a pretty cool little thing. But one of the things too was like I like the phone games, but if I was at work or something, I'm out and about, kills my battery. Yeah. Because I think before, like on PS2, they had like a game I really liked. It was called Justice League Heroes. I think I had it on like PSP also. Let's see. We just beat. Did we beat it? Oh, did I even get the? Yeah, I already beat these. Let me get out of here. So what I want to do, if I was in the mood, I would get this character, my Celestial character, at least the 500 skill points. Because I think he's a little higher than her, maybe, but let's check out Raw Power. Oh, also, I was like back on my retro thing. It was on sale. I played the Green Lantern game. It was pretty decent. I think that was like PS2 or something, maybe PS3. I think PS3. I played that. I was hoping that I'd get another one just to break up the monotony of just Batman games. We know that's my boy and all, but I was excited for this Wonder Woman game, but that got scrapped. Because I was checking up on that thing every couple of months, and there was no new news. And it's like, uh-oh, that's not good. Alright. Let's see, does he have the face piece? Yeah, I still have people that need the face piece. How many skill points does this guy have? 300. Wow. Okay. There was that guy, I think earlier, maybe this year, that put out like a Superman simulation kind of thing. That looked pretty cool. But you can't tell me, because the thing I was hyped up about Wonder Woman was because there was basically going to be like the if you ever played the Lord of the Rings games, It had the Nemesis system in it, and I was like, I said years ago that like if you just take Lord of the Rings, reskin it, you can make a cool Wonder Woman game. But we shall see. Because I know my uncle back in the day, he was really into the Incredible Hulk games. Oh yeah. Oh, that's what I was playing. I got back into anime, and I was playing Bleach. I have that game. I think it was a while ago, but I was had played Ninja Storm for Naruto, and I was like, I'll wait for it to go on sale, but I wanted to check out that Demon Slayer game. So there's a lot of different things out there, but and of course I finally bought Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, which I barely touched yet. Oh yeah. So like here's the thing, back in the day we all had to pick our own mentors, but there's never really been much put into that since like the level 30 mission. After that, it's just, oh, that's your mentor. Nothing. See, once this bad boy gets leveled up, these combos maybe could get faster or just hit harder. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be over. And I don't have to use Spore Pod on every character. Just make sure you guys, because I'm missing, like, yeah, I'm missing, that's another thing. If I worked to get all these time capsule stuff, but I can't get them on my alts, because I'm missing Brian Hawk. Probably just need to get the Scarecrow one out the thing. Event. Redeem. Yes, protocol. Nope. Chapter. Region 9. Nope. There it is. I think I already picked this one up. Let me see. Oh yeah, I already got the Brian Hawks right there. Stop. I'm telling you, you just gotta get that that PS Pro or portable, so you can just log in 5-10 minutes, knock it out, and then keep on going. Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff, but the thing is too, because SOE is not really in charge of this. Sony's not in charge of this anymore, so I'm not sure if they have the licensing to use certain characters like that anymore. So that's what I think happened to some of it, because this is like a third party. If it wasn't Warner Brothers itself making this game, then they could use whatever. But that's the kind of how, like, well, Marvel, they had to sell off some of the rights to certain characters back in the day when they were about to go bankrupt. So that's why, like, Sony has certain characters, Marvel has its own things, and I think Universal or somebody owns the right to the Hulk, and so right now he can be used in like a team up movies, but he can't have his own solo film unless they do it. Same thing with Spider-Man with Sony. They let him be used for the Avengers and stuff, but they are in charge of his solo stuff. And they tried to make their own Spider-Verse, but outside of Venom, everything else has been ass. because it was that Madam Web kind of movie, terrible. And then Craven the Hunter. Then it had Morbius. Yeah. But that's the thing too. Like, well, my cult, the Snyder cult. Um, Even with some of these movies, once they hit big, that's when the studio invests more money. Once they invest more money, they want to put their own ideas into stuff, and then it's like, oh, here we go. And then a lot of times they might, unless they have like a big somebody over them, like Kevin Feige, who did a great job for like that 10-year span, and he was in control of Marvel stuff. But like other companies, like DC is famous for getting nervous and changing or trying to redo stuff, and then bam, they mess it up. But you think about like how the first movie in the series is really good, and then the second one is decent at best, and then the third one's just ass. So that's studio getting involved. Like there's certain things that's like, oh, okay, we're going to take this rated R character and make him PG-13 because we want to sell more. Like Deadpool. Deadpool, the first one, took forever to come out, but they did a great job. But then they were able to do more as the series went on. Like, think about like I mentioned the Flash. The Flash movie went through so many different directors. It was bound to be a nightmare because that thing was supposed to come out before other movies on the schedule, and it just kept getting pushed back. Let me see what my league's talking about. Discord. Oh, they want to do B&E Elite Plus later on tonight. I might try to stream that. If we do get together. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta let that stuff go, man. And then at the same time too, like certain actors like Ezra Miller, they out there wilding out, and now they want to get replacements for him, or sometimes just tank projects. Like even think about this: the Batgirl movie was filmed and finished, and they thought, you know what, we'll actually get more money out of just doing a tax break and not releasing it versus actually letting it out. You talking about for trolling? Yeah, I think you probably just be solid with your gear. But for me personally, I'm always investing in my troll gear first before anything. But let me see how much I have, because I just finished my gear. Well, except for my rings. Imagine like when we had the DC stuff in the game, like we had the Batman v Superman movie posters and things like that. If DC would have really blown up and done like crazy numbers, they would have definitely invested more. I don't think my light's crazy high. But then again, and if anything, like what I always do, take that soda, player. And if you really need it, if you have them, hit a gold soda. Take it up even more. That gets me up to, and then, you know, I mean, once you're, if you have Brand of Hecate, once you start leveling that, build that up, it'll take your Vite up pretty high too. But for the most part, unless you're running with like power hungry DPS, you should be okay. Let's see. Let's take a look real quick. So I've got 350 right now. Let me just start up. So like 350. Let's look. 390. I think it should be maxed out about 390. 390, right? And then if I want to take one of those, it's 405. So yeah, you can always increase your stuff with your sodas. Just remember, if you go down, you got to replace it. Where is it? Okay. Yeah. And also, just as long as you're, there's a couple of different ways to do trolling. There's people who like to spam supercharges. That's one way to play. If you're kind of lacking on the Vite, you can set up your build to, if you have the allies, mind you. Like I would use, let's say, I use the Flash and basically anything that helped me get my supercharge faster, and then use scrap. Maybe what else would I use? Yeah, just scrap to help get my supercharge faster, and maybe because like if you're using BOP, it already helps out to get supercharge back. I mean supercharge regen. And you can use like Black Adam or something like that. But yeah, you could be a supercharge spammer, and I'd have more than one. I'd have like, let's say your basic supercharge for power, and word of power, or let's say speed drain, and that can help you out, power the group up. But most people are pretty decent, at least with getting their powers back up. But there's a couple out there that are power hungry. But at the same time, I remember this. My biggest thing for trolling, if my tank and healer have power, right, the DPS who's burning through power can kiss my ass, right? Drink a soda. Because as long as the most of the group has power and there's just that one person burning down, that's up to them. Like, if they want to have that kind of loadout, that's on them. You're just going to have to live off POT, my power pushes, because I'm not going to kill myself to try to keep your loadout power so you can chase the scoreboard, right? The biggest thing is healer, tank, and everybody else has decent power. If one person is always empty, fuck them. Okay? Because I've been there before. Unless it's somebody like I know they're trying to do something and we've already talked about it. Nah, player. We're not doing that. Because I remember the old days of when people were like super clippy and burning through powers. One guy, old league mate, his name was Dark Pole. This dude was nasty with damage, but he was so power hungry. At one time, they were like, hey, back when I used to solo troll stuff, but sometimes we get two, it's like, okay, we'll get 2 trolls. This madman, it's like, I think I need 3 trolls. I was like, I think you need a new loadout. That's what I think you need. Because I had a guy get into with about power or something, and he said something rude to me. I was like, okay, let me show you something. I'm just going to do my regular power push and POT. Everybody else in the raid had power. He was empty the whole time. And he tried to apologize. Like, nope. Right? He's like, oh, trolls don't matter? Watch this. I'm going to show you. I'm gonna show you how much I control what you do. Try to be a power hungry DPS with only POT, because I can get by most people with their their allies. Some people have Cyborg, some people have let's say what's her name, Oracle, and they get their own power back. But those people who are chasing numbers hardcore, oh yeah, they need me, or I need a good troll. And then on top of that, like I always say, for me, I always use troll gear, right? Even though I can still do some pretty solid damage, I probably could do more as a battle troll, but if I'm really focused on doing damage, I might as well DPS, because my job is to help out the group, buff the group, help with pickups, debuff, and other things like that, provide shields. So if your main focus on doing damage and troll roll, just be a DPS. Now, there's certain people who can do more damage, or if not damage and troll roll. Well, you can do that, but don't try to be the primary troll. Just say, hey, I'm DPSing, just DPS and troll roll. Don't come in here trying to DPS and then we don't have power, because you will be kicked. That's one thing I do wish. I don't like the 3-hour time down on kicking, and especially I'm that guy who gets, I'm an old grumpy guy. If we're in a seasonal, just help out a little bit. I mean, damn, don't just be standing in the background, because I will want to kick you. Same thing with duos. Oh yeah. I mean, I have strat, but I started liking the claw to help buff. But yeah, it's pretty solid. I mean, I have pretty much only thing I don't really have anymore. I had Parasite, I had Ring, and it's the other one that traps people that's not really good for anything. So that's like, they're not really ever going to go back, I don't think, to like revamp some of these old artifacts, but yeah, I doubt. I've seen 1 or 2 people with them, but I was like, yeah, listen, you don't need that.
You don't want to be my mate. My mates end up either worm food.
See, I had this one leveled up.
Worse.
But the other one, where's that? These are some weird. Wait, do I still have it somewhere? That's the ring. Alright, we got a lot of artifacts. See, I used to have Philosopher's Stone at 160, but I threw it into something else. Well, for me, that's why like when I always grind skill points, I normally do it for my support roles, but on this guy, so I do my bite, right, maxed out, then I do my might and power, and of course I have my weapon crits, because like back in the day, I used to try to do some dominance, but a lot of the stuff I don't want to interfere with the tank, so I stopped messing with that. But like one of my favorite things would be trapping stuff with stasis fields, and that pisses off all the DPS. Because like I try to tell people all the time, if you look at the artifacts, it's based off of a lot of stuff. It's based off of the the Vite for higher percentage, and then the might after that. Right? So if you want to go ahead and get the most bang for your buck, you want to get your Vite and then your might. So always max that out first. So like this one says 26% of your vitalization and then 4% of your might. So why would you like focus on buffing your might when you get more bang for the vitalization? And like it's all about synergy and finding what works together. But it's the thing is like you can mess around more. So like I'll have like a build for a raid, and then I can mess around and do more or something different for an alert because they're not as reliant on power. You can power easier and still mess around and have a little bit of fun. Here it is. It's the chains or something. Yeah. Like I've seen one or two people run with this, but it's just old and just there. I mean, you could always try. I mean, at the worst that can happen is you might get kicked. It's not the end of the world. But as long as you're, pushing power and building your supercharge. Well, here's what I would suggest. Like what I do for all content before I go in there, join a group, build your supercharge. Right? You get in a little bit of trouble, pop supercharge. Right? And then if you don't have BOP, you need to work on getting it, but make sure you hit that whenever it's up so you can keep building your supercharge and you'll be okay. Because a lot of DPS these days don't really need much, but occasionally you'll find that healer who will try to drain you. And you need to keep the healer powered, even if, like I had a league mate, they were pretty new to healing, and they only actually had one artifact on, and I'm like, yo, I had to take off my my claw because I couldn't keep up the power with him. I needed my power push back. And I was like, you're draining me. Because that's how I can always tell if somebody has a support role, especially, and they don't have their artifacts, like a healer doesn't have their artifacts high enough because they're having to spam. And I was like, oh, especially electricity. You can really tell real quick. They can use a lot of power. Oh. There's I have if you look at my league, the roster, it says 111 members. Let's look at this. Look at the current location date. Last time these bad boys were online. So you got a couple. Look at that. October, November, and some of you gotta remember some of these are alts. September, August, July, June, July. Look, 8's January. Yeah, he had to step away, but a lot of these are alts and haven't been on for a little bit. So, typically we like to go through and clean house, but at most, I might, on a good day, have 5 people on. Other times, might get up to 11. But the thing about it is, too, there's probably 8 to 10 of us that play hardcore, and then the rest are probably just casual. Yo. And now this is my great shame, my inventory. I just need to go through. Just a lot of stuff is just stuff, collectible things, trinkets, things like that. My old PvP gear, but this side is just a mess. What was that? Let me see. What? It all depends. I probably was on my PSP or something. Well, that's one thing, because my PlayStation Portable, which is I came in clutch because my friend got me to get it. If I'm out and about, like I said, if I'm sometimes I go to the cabin and I don't want to lug my PS5 all the way with me, I can log in with that and just get my dailies done. the thing about it is it can be kind of temperamental with the Wi-Fi thing, but sometimes when you get a good connection, I can do anything. But I prefer to play on my system, definitely. Because like my buddy, he's a trucker, and when he's just waiting for a load or something, he can log in, do maybe a couple alerts or something, and keep up to date. But oh yeah, I mean, when I say that, I'm talking about people who are locked in. Because like I've got, let's say, I know who logs in every day. My buddy Oni logs in every day. That's my skill point chasing buddy. Goddess, Big Hints, May, and of course myself. That's 5. Then you have my boy Shango, who's kind of busy right now, so he'll pop in, do his stuff, and get off. So that's 6. I mean, it's decent, but back in my day, once we were popping, we had at least like 10 people. At least 10 people that were consistent hardcore, and then we had our casuals who would log in. I know Man Beast gets on, so that's 7. It's like, yeah, it's like, It's like, hey, we'll have those people, they'll pop in. Like one of my guys who I haven't seen in a little bit, Residual, he's been playing baseball. But yeah, he'll come in, bam, there's a healer, we need a tank. That's why I try to play on my ults more now, so when we're missing something, I can at least change out and be decent. Like my tanking, yeah, my healing's probably a little bit better, but as far as anything like regular, I probably can tank that. Elite, I'll definitely alert, might need a healer. Elite plus, good luck. But yeah, I want to be able to do everything. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can't do it all. I mean, real life comes at you. That's like if you come all the way down here into the archives of barely gets touched. Like this guy, man, we went through some battles. My Earth character. I did a video. I was gonna try to get this guy up for my video, but I just changed Dark's power. But my Heartlight guy. These are. I'm trying to bring this guy back. But I'm not sure. And then of course, my Ice character. I've got a pretty good loadout for my buddy, but I don't have the artifacts. I don't think that he has. Because all these are pretty solid power, especially like we talked about Quantum earlier. Just, you know how much a CR up is? Let's see, advanced. Advanced, how much is that? 3,100. Let's go see what 3,100 really looks like. I mean, well, technically, those are just, I call them banks. That's where I put my extra stuff. Let's just say, 31. That's might as well be, what, 35 bucks? Outside of grinding? Yeah. That's crazy. That's just crazy. I know people who have multiple accounts just to keep all their ults. It's like I don't have it in me. Cause just, you know what really got me when I was starting to spend a lot? I got armories for almost all my ults. I want to say they all have at least 2. Some my top ones all have 4. So let's say 4 armories times 6 characters. But let Quantum make a comeback. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be out there. Be out there in the streets.
Hey, it's Voivod. I've been looking all over Mogo for Ultron, and I think I found him. Sending you coordinates.
Let me move some stuff around in this. See, that's my problem. Is I don't ever clean these inventories, and when I do, it fills right back up quick. But I did have a thing where I said I was holding on to a lot of old stuff that on my other character I started getting rid of. But I was like, you know what? If somebody needs this, such and such, blah blah blah. But it didn't happen. I just kept stockpiling it. It's like, but some of the stuff it was handy when I wanted to go back and try to finish out some like old elite stuff, elite gear that requires stuff to craft it. Yeah, I have maxed out space and I still have problems. So what's the vibe I have on this guy? So these are my wolf packs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have like 6 wolf packs. 6, 7 wolf packs. Do the math on that. And some of them were on sale, and some of them weren't. Oh yeah, I mean it all depends. Like if you're a support role, maybe you can get away with trolling depending on Elite Plus, but I wouldn't try to tank or heal it. And then a DPS, you know, DPS always hide in the back anyway. There's always one that's way behind. Don't just say that. You get in there in a tank without the right gear, they'll go down so quick. and and then first thing people are going to do is inspect you. It's like, oh, you don't even have... And then next thing you know, you're looking at that loading screen. Oh, that's the thing too, because like a healer who has low arts, the troll will be the first one to notice. It's like, wow, this guy is juicing me, all this power in. And then, nope, get him out of here. Then, of course, you can notice when there's no burn. Let's get the mirror. Oh, I haven't been on this guy in a while. Who's asking me that? See, back in the day, before, you know, they tried to turn us into batteries, there was content that required trolls to actually, you know, control the ads and things like that. Or to pull away a boss or something like that to help out the tank. But it's that one where you have to get the, what's her name, Black something. It's like the Hulk girl or something. You had to pull her away or certain ads away to help the tank out, or you will wipe. That's the kind of content I missed. Because you weren't just, you know, a battery. You had things you had to do. See, like this guy, I didn't even get out my artifacts on this guy yet. Yeah, I mean, that's like, I know people will get excited. It's like, I just wanted to try it out. I'm like, listen, there's that. Oh yeah, I can take this off. I don't use that or that. mean, try it out on regular first. Learn the mechanics, and then maybe you can squeak by. Oh yeah, I mean, it all depends. Like you can do it your own way. If they got a complaint, tell them to do it themselves. Because that's one thing. Like if I'm in a raid, because I prefer the troll anyway, and I see the troll struggling, I'll just tell them, hey, I'll send them a tell, say, hey, I'll just troll. You can go ahead and DPS, even if they're not like I'll just say I'm not a good DPS. I'm like, well, there's no worries. I'll just take over so you're not struggling. But I'll let people try to get their time to shine. But if we're having trouble or the troll goes down, I will switch automatically. Ooh, look at that. Empty, 0 source marks. It's tough out here. It's tough. Let me check did I even get my artifacts on my quantum character? I'll look real quick. Oh yeah, that's why I like to be able to play around with different things. Yeah, I have them on here. Right now, I'm working on my healer because it's tough out there when, like back in the day, when you were 2 healers, and you always had my buddy Lizzie, who was sorcery, and I was basically there to spot heal to help out. But now you're solo dolo. People die and they're all looking at you. But as long as you're paying attention and at least have something decent, and you can get by. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Once you get OP, you can start doing stuff without a whole raid group. Let me check on somebody real quick. The Wrath of Egypt. Now, with all these OP rage builds out there, I should really start messing around with this guy. Ooh, that hurt my soul. 200 skill points. That hurts. But he's down low on the totem pole.
I've been looking all over
So yeah. So I'm gonna when I'm offline, I'm gonna go ahead and mess around and try to see what arts I need to try to get a build. Cause I don't have any allies on this guy. I know I don't. Look at that. Nothing. Right? But I'm gonna try to mess around with one of them loadouts and see what I can do. But that hurts my soul. Plus, on top of that, his gear, it's not there. But it's a cool character though. I like Rage. But let's go. Let's see if we have. Okay, I have all my arts on this guy. Okay. And as you see, another character, another filled up inventory. I'm a mess. I know this. See, I had a lot of hope for this artifact, but it didn't give me the results I wanted, so I'm not sure if I'm going to wolf back that bad boy. Oh, believe me, you want to see me rage out on somebody? For me, I score board chase, but I do take pride in my DPSing, right? But say something about my trolling. Good luck. I will snap on you so fast. It's like, I'm the best goddamn troll in this goddamn game. But yeah, like for me, like if I'm suffering on my troll, I was like something's really wrong. But as far as DPS, yeah, I do pretty solid. I'm not top end DPS, but as far as troll, I'm one of the best in the business. One of the best. I'm trying to get the same way with my healing and my tanking, but I know I can be honest with myself. I'm just a height. You know what I'm saying? I'm not up there yet. But also, I still have. Oh man, because that's why like back in the day when they were before artifacts, and you were really good at your role, people would ninja invite you all the time. Like that's how I met a lot of cool people because I would stay up late, and then I'd do like when I was legitly doing like the Epic Odyssey feed or doing Prime Battlegrounds or Nexus things like that. People really needed a good player, and I made a lot of friends, and that's how I really got through. Because sometimes I remember what happened with my league was back on my Average Joe's days. We went in the Nexus, and it was a very laid back, cool kind of league. We didn't really have like hardcore players like that, and except for like a few of us, and we got curb stomped. Like we didn't even get past the first room of Lexus, and this is like brand new content. And I'm like, yeah, we need some work, right? And and that's where I ain't say we fell off or fell out, but I started running more with my friends than I did with my league because I wanted to get stuff done. Let me see. I think he does. I don't know if the Emerald. See if he has his artifacts. Yeah, that's the big thing. I like iconic powers, but at the same time, I want to use my powers of my character. Oh, it's always time to come back. It's always time to come back. Let's see what we have over here. I'm only missing... Yeah, I'm missing a couple. What am I gonna... take off strat. Dang damn it. Do I want to use... EOG? I guess, yeah. Let me go Molly go real quick. Oh. Wait. Oh, that's right. He's not in my league. Oh. That hurts my feelings. Who is my... Is it just a Nox in the Moon? Oh. Ramses the Great. Oh yeah, that's one thing about Pug Life is you gotta be tough because they get nasty and they want results quick. So I would do what's it called?
We both know the power of fear and what can happen if it is left unchecked.
Omnibus, get some practice. Just get your feet under you. But yeah, it can be nasty. But like I said, you know, just when people are shouting for leagues, just try to find a good one and go from there. Because like when I first started trolling, I was clueless. I had a guy, his name's Jeff, but Izzy Lizard showed me the ropes, and I just took it from there. He was really cool dude too. Uh-oh, I have messed up that. Just a minute. Let's claim. This is ooh, I picked up the tank one. It's alright. I'll survive. Ooh, look at this inventory. I should do a stream one day, house cleaning, and just clean up all these inventories. Today's Dcuo version of Hoarders. Yeah. Oh. Why do I have all these bases? I'm not even gonna ask. Let me just clean this stuff up real quick. Get in there. This is like when I was younger. Just throw it under your bed. Throw it under your bed. Hide it from your mom. See, look at all that free space. For now. Alright, to my base. We had the population. I was making that big YouTube money. I'd do art giveaways if I could. I'd be doing that. Here, this month, one artifact. Enter right here. Alright, so... Still pretty cool power. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh yeah. I think... See, this is my water character, who is just past 30. So, I think it would be cool to try to play on her a little bit, but I have to get a loadout. And the biggest thing, I need skill points. That's my big thing.
Many lanterns have assembled to face an invasion force there, including my sister, Speranza. This conflict must be stopped before it escalates into a multiversal war. Meet me on Mogo. Together we can join the fight and help my sister.
Bam. That's it. Inventory. Yak. Yo. See, one thing I did like, even though my priority as a troll is to, you know, give power and debuffs and stuff, once I started having problems with groups, bug groups, that's when I started to say, okay, I have enough stuff to do all my troll stuff. Now I want to be able to do a little bit of damage, like something decent, because if you have a tank, especially as a support role, you know, they get overwhelmed a little bit. Now you have an ad that's on you. I like to be able to at least try to kill an ad, to have the option to fight back instead of just being at the mercy of ads. Uh-oh, I did a little fast. Oh, shit. It doesn't really matter. Why am I going to play on this character like that? Playing. And I definitely know I probably haven't picked up the iconic powers in these characters yet. And what's even in here? Look. Oh my, look at these inventories. This is just, disgusting. Look at this. What? Oh, I mean, that's the thing. With artifacts, I just wanted to have people to have the ability to try their own stuff and still be kind of decent, you know? Because I know I have a buddy who uses Lamort and he does pretty solid damage. But look, when it comes down to DPS and stuff like that, there's going to be different tiers. There's the super sweaty tryhards, which I'm not in. There's the elite. And then I'd say where I fall is above average. I'm not quite. I don't think my burn's quite elite yet, but I'm definitely, above most people. Like I'll chart against a lot of people, but as the super tryhards who are still art swapping and using the power of the month kind of stuff, nah, I'm not up there. But I beat most people, so I'm okay with that. Let me see what we have here. That's tough. Oh, so yeah, that'll be easy to fill back up. That's it. I was just listening to the two people arguing in shout chat earlier on my one of my characters about I guess they were dueling, and somebody popped the soda, and it's like, "Oh, you cheated." It's like, really? Not really cheat. Like, it all depends. People have those unwritten PvP rules, and like I've been out the PvP game a long time now, so I was just like, hey, if it wasn't allowed, you wouldn't be able to do it. Man, I think I've been those days where like my eyes are just like heavy, but I can't fall asleep, or sometimes you might just have to go get checked out, because I know me is like I'd be up about sometimes 20 hours a day. I work 12, come home, play DC or something, and then try to fall asleep, wake back up. But I worked out. I mean, a lot of times I feel like if you're having trouble, sometimes it's best to try to do little exercises or something and hit the gym a little bit before going to bed and try to tire your body out. Now, what? I need to work on some of these styles, but back when I was rich on DC, the biggest way I bankrupted myself was base items that I wanted and collections to try and get skill points. That's what killed all my money. But normally I save these up for giveaways, or I could sell some to try to get some money, but I don't think, like, the biggest thing is that Legends thing still going on, or did they stop it? Yeah, they got rid of it. That's a big thing, because like I've got so many feats I need out of that, but I just don't have the motivation to go in there. Well, the biggest thing you want to do for that is when current content first comes out, or you go and you find whatever stuff that you need for the OP items, which normally pretty much drops, and you just first week or so try to sell those, and that'll get your money up real quick.
Mine.
Or my biggest thing, I always try to finish my elite gear so I can get stuff like this for cheap, and just, you know, because now it's only 5, and then I can just sell them. But I need to wait until I get some more replay badges for my monthly, and I can sell, unlock the feats on my alts, and then I can just sell those. So I was thinking, but you know, I had to talk myself out of it. The artifacts that I don't use right now, I was thinking for the next one I could throw them in there, because like as far as scrap, I still use it occasionally, but I can always make a different build for scrap. It's very useful. What's the one? Where is that? This one I already wolfpack, so it's not going anywhere. This one is already wolfpacked. So Dead King, it will be, let's say Dead King and the Gem of Horrors. Gem of Horrors I really like to play around with, but as far as damage wise, I lose a lot of damage because of using this one. And let's say Dead King is cool, but same thing, I'm not really getting the bang for my buck for it. I could take off these two, but I was thinking for my pet build, I could take these two and throw it into Grim. So that way I'd have a third pet all the time, and I'd get rid of the power reduction that you get from having a pet out with Grim. I don't even think I have Grim on. I think I sold it the last time. Because I think I got it to like 120-ish, but I use it to help fortify our artifact, I want to say. And that's the problem, because I keep having ideas for this guy. Yeah, I got rid of it. And then it distracts me from finishing up my artifacts. But I'm going to go ahead and focus on those guys for now. Oh, I'm going to go sorcery pretty soon. But like I'm waiting on my buddy so I can get the loadout, so I can knock out a video. Lamort. I think I had it on my other character, but it's not leveled. I think I got to like maybe 80, if that. Like I said, I don't like artifacts that play around with my health, because you mess around with Lamort and you'll be on the ground. Oh, my bad. Okay. And for sorcery, what would I use? I would use my pet build, basically. What is it? Omega. Dead King. Let's go somewhere. No, that'll kill me. Somebody I can get scrap with. That's what I used to fight. I need to finish these. Let's see if Neron's up. That's one question I have. Because I see a lot of people, like when I try to play, I try to do stuff with a purpose. Like, I'll do my daily stuff, and maybe my raids and things like that. What do you guys do after you finish that? Like, do you try to do a little content, or are you just hanging around? Is this a good phase? Probably only one phase. Well, switch to this one. Some more people. Well, for this one, at least if you don't have enough people to do it, you can just come by here and kill these ads. But you have to kill 100 of them. Indeed it does. That's probably one of my favorite additions now. 36. I think it's 2 people over here. Let's see if they want to start. Something about that way.
I'll obliterate your squirming, screaming soul. I could tell you to go to hell, but you're already there.
Damon, I am a boy, Damon. Leave me alone.
I am the voice in your head that leads you astray. I'll obliterate your squirming, screaming soul. I would tell you to go to hell, but you're already there.
One thing I do like about this Starbolt, you can still move. Ooh, that's making it. Mercy can hit.
already there.
So that's one thing is like, if I had, I was thinking about that if I had Grim, that'd probably help out my Starbolt a little bit when it's trying to drain me.
I'll obliterate your squirming, screaming soul. I would tell you to go to hell. But you're already there.
Even though it's not hard.
Behold, the hole of hell. I would tell you to go to hell, but you're already there.
Alright, there we go. Alright, party people. Appreciate you guys stopping by my impromptu stream. I'm going to go ahead and feed these dogs and myself, and then take them for a walk. I'll catch you guys later. Just keep your eyes open. I might post something up on my page if I want to do another little giveaway or something. But other than that, I will catch you guys later. Body Bag Gang.